So we're going now, continuing on this 9th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, entitled The Most Confidential Knowledge. So tonight, we heard in verse 11 how fools, demons, those who are envious, they criticize, they mock Krishna because they don't understand Krishna's supreme position, how he is transcendental, and that he is the topmost. And then we heard in the last verse what happens to the fools, the demons, the atheists. Everything about their lives comes crashing down. Their fruitive activities, their culture of knowledge, their hopes for liberation, Krishna says, all baffled. But now in this next verse, Krishna is describing the devotee. Please repeat. Mahatmanas tumang partha diving prakritim asrita bhajantyananya manaso yatva bhutadam avyayam. O son of Pritha, those who are not deluded, the great souls, are under the protection of my divine nature. They are fully engaged in devotional service because they know me as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, original and inexhaustible. So the very first word, Mahatma, that is the person who becomes Krishna devotee. If you are a devotee of Krishna, if you follow Krishna's example, if you are thinking and loving Krishna, then you, according to Krishna, Mahatma. You don't need a certificate. Krishna himself is verifying. If you are my devotee, then you are to be considered Mahatma. And Krishna told Arjuna, these people are not deluded because the atheists, the demons, the rascals, they were prakriting mohining. They were bewildered by the illusory energy. But the devotees, the Mahatmas, they are under, as the word here, asrita. They have taken shelter of diving prakriti, the spiritual energy. In chapter 7, a clear distinction was made between the material nature and the spiritual nature. If you study closely, Krishna called the material energy his inferior energy. He doesn't have anything to do directly with the material nature. But Krishna is definitely interested in the spiritual energy, which is in Bhagavad Gita, Param, superior. That superior spiritual energy is represented as Srimati Radharani. So the Mahatmas are under the protection of this divine energy. As Prabhupada says in his explanation of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, Mother Hara, we say Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. So that means just by calling out Hare, everybody say, just by calling out to Mother Hara, Srimati Radharani, now you're under her protection. You're taking shelter. You are here tonight in this temple. This is not the material energy. What we do here is the spiritual energy. It is bhakti, the spiritual energy. Diving, we take shelter. Just like if there's a storm, you're always seeking shelter, lightning or thunder or rain. Just like the residents of Vrindavan, when Indra sent down heavy rain and blistering winds and hail to punish the residents of Vrindavan because Krishna had convinced them not to worship Indra. Instead, Krishna said, don't worship Indra. We should worship Govardhan Hill, the cows, and the Brahmanas. And Krishna gave detailed information how to celebrate this Govardhan. Krishna lifted the Govardhan Hill because the residents of Vrindavan, Indra was sending torrents of rain and hail and wind. They went to Krishna for shelter immediately. Even the cows. First thing the cows did is they went and took shelter of Krishna. So Krishna lifted Govardhan Hill and created an umbrella to give protection, to give shelter. So in the same way, devotees, you, as soon as there is some disturbance, immediately take shelter of Krishna. That's why, no matter what, whatever happens, a devotee, Hare Krishna, is driving in the car, somebody cuts you off, you don't say what I think you're going to say. You say, Hare Krishna. Yes, but the tendency is to say something else. We all have that tendency. But that means taking shelter of this superior spiritual nature. Diving asrita, taking shelter. Now, these Mahatmas, it's not just lip service. Anybody can say, I'm a devotee, I'm a Christian, I'm a Muslim, I'm a Hindu, blah, 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 blah. Talk is cheap. Here Krishna says, how can you tell someone is a devotee? They're fully engaged in this devotional service. That's the mark. Fully engaged. Not just on Sundays. For 1 hour. No. Fully engaged. All day long, every day. Fully engaged. Either in hearing, in chanting, remembering, praying, worshiping, singing. Worshiping. They're always engaged, finding out some service to do. Even if you are involved in managing this temple, that is also devotional service. It's called Workanam. Shravanam Kirtanam Workanam. Working for Krishna. Because this is not my house. No, whose house is this? Krishna's house. I must always remember, this is not my house. This house belongs to Krishna. If I come to your house, I have to respect. I can't start taking things and putting it in my RAV4. No, it's your house. I have to respect. So here we are in Krishna's house. We have to give proper respect. So they are fully engaged in devotional service. Now the next thing. Why? Why do the devotees do this? In other words, there's a word in the Bhagavatam, uti or utaya, which means the impetus. Why does somebody do something? Generally, people do things in the material world. Money. Money, money, money. Sweeter than honey. Never can have enough money, right? I have 10 billion, but that other guy, he's got 20. Now I must get 50. So, there's always some impetus. So the devotees, their impetus is different. The real devotee is not, although In chapter 7, Krishna said, 4 kinds of devotees begin. One is looking for money. One is looking to become free from distress. One is inquisitive. And one who is actually seeking the absolute truth. And Krishna said, out of those, the one who's seeking the absolute truth, yeah, he's the best. So these Mahatmas, they are in that category. So they perform devotional service. Why? Because they're fully convinced that Krishna is God. That's why. Unless you're fully convinced that Krishna is supreme and that there's asammadva, no one equal to Krishna, no one superior to Krishna, unless you come to that stage, you're not going to do devotional service. You're going to get sidetracked and do so many other things. But if you are convinced, yes, Krishna, you are the supreme and I am your servant, that person will engage in this devotional service. That's why we read Bhagavad Gita, to become convinced beyond the shadow of a doubt. Yes, Krishna, you are God. For me, not being raised in a Hindu family, the question is asked, how did you come to this position? And the science is there. You can come to this position when you are blessed by the dust of the lotus feet of another pure devotee. When you find that pure devotee, that devotee can give you that same thing. So in my case, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, by hearing him, by serving him, he accepted me as his disciple, and the relationship continues day in and day out. I read his book, Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. After 6 chapters, I was convinced Krishna is God. That's how powerful Prabhupada's books are. Huh? I'm not that advanced. It took me 6. So, when I read that book, then I understood, yes, Krishna, you are God. That is the beginning point of surrender. It's an affair of the heart. When in your heart of hearts, you say to Krishna, I am yours. That is the initiation. Right there. But how many can I really say, yes, Krishna, in my heart of hearts, you are God? Yes. Only you can answer that. And Krishna says, they know me as original. That verse by Lord Brahma. Ishvara Paramaha Krishnaha Satchit Ananda Vigraha Anadir Adya Govinda Sarvakarna Karnam. He's the cause of all causes. And he has no other cause other than himself. That is the absolute truth. Anything less than that is not the absolute truth. As Vyasadeva explains in the first verse of Bhagavatam, very first verse, what is the absolute truth? Everything comes from Krishna. Everything is sustained by Krishna. And in the end, everything will enter into Krishna. So that is how we understand the absolute truth. So Krishna has no cause other than, yes, you're going to say, but Krishna had a mother and father, Vasudeva and Devaki, Nanda and Yashoda. Yes, but that's play. That is playing a drama. Krishna still at the same time is the original. Everything comes from Krishna, including Srimati Radharani and Balaram. Everything comes from Krishna. Over 30 years ago, I wrote one song. It all comes from Krishna. That's why this line in 7th chapter, Vasudeva Sarvam Iti. Everything is Vasudev Krishna. So Krishna is the origin. And he has no origin other than himself. Some people like to think, no, Prabhu, no. Krishna is a manifestation of the Brahman. But Krishna himself, at the end of chapter 14, says, no. Brahmano hi pratishta aham. Brahman rests on me. So I always make a joke. Don't be spiritually dyslexic. Krishna does not come from the Brahman. The Brahman rests on the body of Krishna. It's his effulgence. So the devotees know Krishna is the origin and at the same time inexhaustible. He does not get old. He does not die because he's Satchit Ananda. He's eternal. That body of Krishna is eternal. In his abode in Goloka Vrindavan, he has that eternal form as a youth, 16 years old. Govinda. That is his original form. It doesn't change. It's always, it stays like that. So when you understand, then you begin to render devotional service. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.